Before 1970, the world felt vast and distant. Crossing an ocean by air was an expensive affair, reserved for the wealthy or those on critical business. The planes were smaller, the journeys longer, and the idea of mass international travel was still just a dream taking shape on the horizon. Then a giant appeared in the sky, a machine so large it seemed to defy the very laws of physics. This was the Boeing 747. It was not just another airplane, it was a promise of a new world. A world where continents were connected not in days, but in hours, and where the dream of seeing far-off lands could become a reality for millions. The arrival of the Queen of the Skies was a cultural moment, a symbol of human ambition and engineering prowess that captured the global imagination and forever altered our perception of distance. The sheer scale of the 747 was breathtaking. People would gather at airports just to watch it land, its immense wingspan stretching over the tarmac like a modern marvel. Inside, its wide-body cabin, with 2 aisles instead of 1, felt more like a spacious room than an aircraft fuselage. The story of the 747 begins in the mid-1960s, a time of booming economic growth and surging demand for air travel. Airports were becoming congested. Airlines were struggling to keep up with the number of people wanting to fly. The visionary leader of Pan American World Airways, Juan Trippe, saw the future clearly. He approached Boeing with a bold request: build a plane more than twice the size of the popular Boeing 707. He wanted a single aircraft that could carry hundreds of passengers across oceans, drastically lowering the cost per seat, opening up international travel to the masses. This audacious vision set in motion one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history. The timeline moved astonishingly fast. Initial talks began in 1965 between Boeing and Pan Am. By 1966, Boeing had won the contract. An engineering team led by Joe Sutter was assembled. They were given just 28 months to design and build the world's first jumbo jet. That meant designing the aircraft itself and constructing a new factory in Everett, Washington, big enough to assemble it. The Everett plant remains the largest building by volume in the world, a testament to the program's scale and the speed of execution. The design phase was intense innovation and problem solving. They pioneered new construction techniques, used advanced materials to control weight and ensure strength. On September 30th, 1968, the first 747 was rolled out of the Everett factory to the awe of the world. Achieved against an impossible deadline, it showcased the dedication of thousands of workers, the Incredibles. The aircraft made its first flight on February 9th, 1969 from Payne Field. Test pilots found the jet surprisingly nimble and easy to handle. The engineering behind the Boeing 747 was as groundbreaking as its size. One of its most distinctive features, the raised hump at the front, was the result of clever forward thinking. Boeing's designers, including Joe Sutter, anticipated that supersonic jets would eventually take over long-haul passenger routes. They believed the 747's future might lie in carrying cargo. Therefore, they designed the cockpit to be on an upper deck, allowing the entire nose of the plane to hinge upwards. This would create an unobstructed main deck for loading oversized freight. This single design choice gave the 747 its iconic silhouette and ensured its long-term versatility as both a passenger and cargo aircraft. Another fundamental design choice was the use of 4 powerful engines. In the 1960s, engine technology and regulations required 4 engines for long overwater flights with large passenger loads. This configuration provided immense power and redundancy, a critical safety factor for an aircraft of unprecedented weight. It enabled true intercontinental journeys. The wings of the 747 were an engineering marvel, swept 37.5 degrees to generate lift for such mass at high subsonic speeds, and equipped with complex high-lift devices to safely fly at relatively low speeds for takeoff and landing. Engineers distributed weight across 18 wheels on 5 gear legs, allowing the jumbo to use existing runways and taxiways. The heart of the Boeing. 747 was its revolutionary engines, you know. The aircraft was one of the first designed for a new generation of high-bypass turbofans. A high-bypass engine pulls a large volume of air. Most of it bypasses the hot core, generating quieter, more efficient thrust. The primary engine for early 747s was the Pratt & Whitney JT9D, capable of producing over 40,000 pounds of thrust, nearly double prior commercial engines. Its success was critical to the entire program. Later variants used the GE CF6 and Rolls-Royce RB211, improving thrust, fuel burn, and reliability. The basic specifications were staggering for their time. The initial 747-100 had a wingspan of 195 feet 8 inches and a length of 231 feet 10 inches, making it the largest civilian aircraft in the world by a wide margin. Its maximum takeoff weight was approximately 735,000 pounds. Inside, a cabin over 20 feet wide enabled the signature twin-aisle configuration. The 747-400 added 6-foot winglets and pushed MTOW beyond 875,000 pounds. The 747-8 Intercontinental became the longest passenger jet, with quieter, more efficient engines and a redesigned wing. One of the most transformative aspects of the Boeing 747 was its immense passenger capacity. The first model, the 747-100, typically carried around 366 passengers. Three-class layout, first business, economy. However, in a high-density arrangement, it could hold well over 400 people. A dramatic jump from the 140 to 180 passengers carried by the Boeing 707. Moving so many on a single flight unlocked the 747's economic magic and lower fares. The 747-400, the workhorse of many international fleets, typically carried about 416 passengers in a standard three-class configuration and could be pushed beyond 500 seats for leisure routes. The 747-8 Intercontinental offered around 410 seats, with more space for premium amenities. Equally important was range, how far it could fly without refueling. Early 747-100s reached about 5,000 nautical miles, linking major intercontinental hubs and eliminating many refueling stops. The 747-400 pushed range beyond 7,200 nautical miles, enabling true non-stops like Los Angeles to Sydney and London to Singapore. This reach fostered deeper economic and cultural ties across the world. The 747 became the definitive tool for globalization. The arrival of the Boeing 747 sent ripples through the entire aviation ecosystem, forcing airports to modernize. Larger gate areas, dual jet bridges, expanded immigration halls, strengthened runways, and wider taxiways. Even ground support had to scale up. By lowering cost per seat, the jumbo democratized flight and fueled a tourism boom. Airlines embraced hub-and-spoke systems, defining global networks for decades. The freighter's swing-up nose made it the backbone for high-value, time-sensitive cargo. Entire cars and massive industrial components could fly worldwide overnight. It accelerated commerce, enabling just-in-time production and integrated supply chains. The cultural impact is summed up by an aviation expert. The 747 made long-haul flight normal. It made long-haul flight cheap. It became an icon of progress, the definitive image of global travel. Newer, more efficient twins like the Boeing 777 and Airbus A350 replaced it on many routes as economics shifted to two engines. Many airlines retired their passenger queens, yet the 747 refused to disappear. Its unique cargo capabilities still rule. Even as the last airframe rolled off the line, its story isn't over. The 747 carried our dreams of a smaller world, and its legacy continues to fly on.